Hello, my name is Elizabeth Reed and I am a student at Clemson University. I took the new student dialogue on religion and spirituality, and today I'm here to reflect on what I learned during the dialogue. When we first got into the room, our leaders asked us to take out a sheet of paper and write down why we took the course or took the session. And honestly, I took the course because I thought it was going to be really interesting about talking about what other people believe in and the difference between religion and spirituality. And then they asked us what we looked to get out of it, and I wasn't exactly sure because I just wanted, I guess, just to have a good conversation. That's kind of why I picked it. But we really didn't talk much at all. So our class or our session really did not achieve true dialogue. We I guess didn't want to put anybody else down or talk about what we really believed in. I'm not really sure, but we definitely did not talk or discuss as much as I thought we would. I honestly thought we might get into a debate, and that definitely did not happen. Throughout the session, we had lots of different activities that we did, and we talked about stuff during then, and we kind of figured out who believes what and or the different opinions on those ideas. But honestly, they had to force us to talk, our leaders, and so it was kind of frustrating not being able to say our open opinions. I guess there were some people who were very active in what they wanted to talk about with their voice, and what they could do with religion and spirituality, and what they believed in, what they thought. There's lots of people who were very reserved and did not want to talk about it. There are some people who were called on and they didn't want to talk about it at all, which I completely understand because religion and spirituality is not something that our parents said that was ever a good thing to talk about at the dinner table or bring up in a great conversation. So I do understand that, and I think that as a group we definitely have different opinions on what we all believe, because nobody believes the exact same thing. We might be similar, but we will all have different opinions on what's right and what's wrong. And I think that our religion and our spirituality has a lot to do with that. I was not really active, nor was I reserved. I gave my opinions, and I definitely was active in what we were doing, but I wasn't overly talkative. I think that dialogue is very useful in the college experience. I think being able to relate to other people is something that we definitely have to learn to do, because in the job world we're gonna have to work with so many different people, and there are different religions or different spiritualities, but in all we're all working for the same goal, and I think that has to bring us together, but we need to learn how to accept each other's differences. So I think that this dialogue helps realize that we are very different people, but we all have one main goal. And right now it's being at Clemson University and working to our degree. And I think in the job world we'll find out that, we're still working for the same company and we have to get this job done. And that's exactly what college is here for, is to teach us how to do that and how to work with other people and how to do our job correctly. I we filled out this pie chart, which I thought was really interesting in the session, and it was about what brought about what is more pertinent in your life, race, ethnicity, your age, female, if you're gay or straight, what language you speak, and think about what you have to go through, because our leader gave us a really good example that he is an RA and he lives in a building and all the RAs are over 21, but he's not. So because he's not 21, he has to think about that all the time because all of his RA friends can drink, but he can't, and so it, like, whenever they want to have a meeting or something, they can't go downtown because of him, which is fine, but it was just, that's what he thinks about a lot. He thinks about his age, and to me, I don't necessarily think about my age because I'm 19, and don't really get to do anything special anymore, though I was 18, and, I don't really get to do anything special until I'm 21, so I don't really think about that right now. But definitely think about being an American right now because, you know, with all, like, the war in Iraq going on and different, like, countries coming to Clemson even, like, walking around campus, you hear so many different languages. And so I think that I feel like that's one thing that really stands out is that I am an American and I'm proud of that. Another thing I guess I think about is that I'm a female because there are lots of male in my major because there are lots of males in my major because I'm an architecture major and there's not very many females in the job, and I think that's going to change in the years to come, but right now you can still see that there's a difference, and I really did learn a lot from my new student dialogue, and I had a good time. And thank you for listening.